share our conversation on YouTube. Okay, we are already live. So let's start. I'm gonna talk about the platform, then we can start introducing ourselves. So good morning again. I'm Louise. I'm here with Lilian, Alexandre, Jefferson, Sydney, and Luis for another Saturday English conversation. As everyone knows, here on the TALKNTALK we are a conversation platform, so we can practice different languages like English. But I'm not a teacher. We won't correct each other. I'm just another talker practicing here with you. And today we're going to talk about public speaking, which I am now doing, but it's kind of difficult for me. But let's start with the introduction. Sydney, do you want to start introducing yourself for us?
Okay, hello guys, good morning. My name is Sydney and I'm 40 years old and currently I live in Belo Horizonte. Today it's cloudy. We had strong rainings yesterday uh, at night, but it's okay. I don't know what happened in my city in terms of some disasters. I didn't update me about this, but I hope that everything is okay. I'm here on Talk Talk since October 2022, so I completely 2 years and 3 months. Yeah, kind of it here. So I love to stay here with you guys. For me, Talk Talk is not just a conversational platform, but also a community where everyone help each other, to improve your English, exchange ideas and insights, thoughts. So I'm married, I have a son, and in my free time, I like to spend my time with them, to hang out with them, and I like to go out at night on Fridays and Saturdays at night with them as well. So that's it, a little about me. Thank you for listening. Maybe Louise is she's freezing, so
Happening again. Guys, it's happening again, so sorry. But let's go with Luis. I don't know what's happening with me on Saturdays. Like,
Yes, the second Saturday that's happening, but it's our Saturday behavior, I think. So, good morning, guys. My name is Luis, 45 years old. I live in the most beautiful city in the world, Campo Grande, Mato Grosso do Sul. And well, I'm a 45 years old, data professional, and lover of life. It is about me. Thank you for asking, Luis.
nice, Luis. Lilian, please go ahead.
So I'm Lilian, I'm 35 years old. I live in Rio de Janeiro. Uh, an interesting thing is that I live in front of the stadium, Maracanã, and I really love soccer. So for me, it is like a pleasure, not a bad thing. I live here with my husband, our pet, and I work as a data analyst for a multinational company. And because of that, I need to speak in English, I don't know, almost every single day with my colleagues.
Nice, nice. And you live there by purpose, like in front of the Maracanã, or just by circumstances of life?
At the beginning, we found this apartment and the budget was suitable, but now we choose live here.
Nice, nice. Okay, nice to meet you, Lilian. I think that we've never met, but it's great talking to you. We have Lulian. Oh my god, Lulian, it's been so long. And Ianka, guys. Guys, what a pleasure.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you?
Great, too. Hello, Ianka. Good morning.
Hello, morning, Louise. Yes, we have a good team today. I missed Alexandre, Professor Jefferson too. How long I don't see you.
Right, I'm with the big guys here. Guys, okay, so we are in the introductions part, okay? Just for you to know. And Alexandre, please go next.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTube. My name is Alexandre. I'm 40 years old. I live in Florianópolis, Santa Catarina, Brazil. I'm married. I have a daughter. I'm a logistics coordinator. My hobbies are training bodybuilding and training jiu-jitsu. I'm black belt jiu-jitsu. In my free time, I like spend time with my family. I like to go out with my wife in evening, read books, study. I started talk in July this year. I started my study in English in July too. My objective in learning English is to develop it professionally. This is a little bit about myself, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexandre. I think Jefferson is next.
Okay, good morning, fellows. I'm Jefferson. I live in the most beautiful city of Brazil because tomorrow I will play soccer with the best team of Brazil, Sucatal. Will be a very good game with a lot of beers to drink. I'm economist. As economist, I don't know my age now. I can count my age. I'm a professor of Catholic University of Goiás, and it's a pleasure to be here with you. Thank you for having me.
To just forgot your age. I'm gonna try this. William, please.
You are on mute, Lulian.
Yes, thank you, muted. Yeah, we can't hear you, and just like technical issues first. Okay, let's wait for William, but Bianca, can you go next, please?
Yes, sure. I don't know if I am freezing too, so if I am, please, you can tell me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, thank you, Louise. My name is Bianca. I am 29 years old. I am populational data analyst, demographer, and sociologist. I'm living in Philadelphia nowadays, US, but I'm going to return to Brazil in February. I already bought my tickets to come back to home. I'm really glad. I'm really excited. It will be funny because here it's like -5 Celsius degrees, and I will live in this weather. But when I arrive in Brazil, it will be like 30 Celsius degrees. So it will be a huge change. And I hope that my mom wait for me with a caipirinha in her hands because it will be so nice. And one thing that I learned here is when it's really cold, you have to use Vaseline in your face. So I have to put Vaseline in everything. If you have acne, I'm sorry for you because you have to use Vaseline for everything. It's that. Nice to see you guys.
God bless Aquaphor, you know. Aquaphor, the face cream. Nice. Bianca, here's the weather is not that different. Not that different, you know. It's kind of cold here and rainy, but I think it's going to be better. So, Ludian, is everything okay now? I think we can see
Tell
you.
me, tell me, tell
Okay.
me if you can listen me.
Yes, yes.
Yes, it was my
Yes.
connection because for me I was unmuted. But anyway, so I'm Lurian. I live in Belo Horizonte, 35 years old, no kids, 2 dogs, love traveling, drink caipirinhas like Bianca, eat really good. So that's it about me. Thank you, guys. Sorry.
Nice, guys. I also closed my camera for a bit because I don't know if I started froze again. But I think that I know almost all of you. I'm Luigi, 28. I live in São Paulo. And I'm also a data analyst. And Yes, I love to swim, and I try to love running. This is something that I do, but I don't enjoy it. But I like to say it because it appears that I'm a very, I don't know, active person, but I'm not that active. So I'm gonna open the other room, okay? I think it's better for everyone, for us to have more time to talk. But I'm gonna be here in the main room if you guys need me. Okay, it's open, guys. And I'm gonna share the questions with you one more time. Yes, I accidentally like left all the men in the other room and all the women here, but I think it's for the better. But it was like by accident. Okay, here the question. Okay, guys, I'm gonna open my camera again. I think it's okay. So today the subject is about communication. So telling the guys that something that it's like it's kind of difficult. So, things that is a challenge. So the first one, can you guys hear me? Okay.
No,
No?
I can't. Can you girls? Maybe when you were with the camera closed, it was better for me. How it is for you, Lilian, Lurian? I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe it's my connection.
Yes, the same here. Your when you speak, we can't understand because your
Okay.
your
I'm gonna
speech
stay here.
through.
I'm gonna stay like this for a moment, then I come back with my English. So, but question number one, can you think of a good communicator you admire and what makes this person so effective? Yeah, what do you think? Can you guys hear me? I'm still with you
Yeah.
guys, okay? So we are in question number one, and Lilian, can you start answering for us?
Yes, of course. For me, I like two communicators. They are Michelle Obama and Megan. Uh, I I like too much what some speeches from there. And for Michelle, I think she is amazing on social talks. I always learn something, and she usually speaks properly things. Any bullshit in Brazil, it's not common for people who who make some speeches. And about Megan, I have already watched a speech from her, and she talked about the power of women versus men. And I think after her speech, my mind like blow blew up because now I think better for different topics because of her. So for me, I like these two women.
Nice, nice. I think that's nice when we have like a communicator that um, can makes us see in a different perspective, like another point of view, and it put us to think about it. I think when we can call it like uh, provocação in Portuguese. I don't have the word in English, but that's nice. Thanks, Lilian. And Lurian, what do you think? What about you?
Guys, I changed my internet here, so I think now it's better, but tell me, okay, when you cannot listen me. But he heard me actually, but okay. So for me, I think when I think about someone who really is good to communicate, I think about words, of course, if this person speaks a lot and you can understand, but also how can communicate with your non-verbal language, like your body, like the way you express. And of course, I like people who, like Michelle Obama, or people that can represent all rights or fights too. But I really like two guys, the two men of the Brazilian television. Was like Jô Soares, and the other one was Silvio Santos. So, and they were, né, because both of them is not here anymore, but really like different, because Jô Soares always I had this, not this dream, but oh, maybe one day I can be there. It was a big talk show here in Brazil, and I think he had like good talks with a lot of people, and important talks too. And his program, to his talk show, he was like totally like sit and just talk with people. And Silvio Santos is totally different. Silvio Santos is more like entertainment, but also he can communicate. Sorry, my dogs are barking now. But they have different kind of way to communicate, and this was really nice for me. So that's it. Oh,
uh, two very good examples. I love that Silvio Santos like has the it's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. What's his name, Lulia?
this one was Tobias.
Tobias.
Yes, he was barking, so I took him to try to control.
Yeah, looks like Tobias. Looks like Tobias.
Tutu.
Cute. But I love that Silvio Santos like communicate the worst opinion, and people like I don't know it. I think that people we should be like mesmerized by him, because he has like such a charisma, which is I don't know, it's kind of magical. But he's the worst. He used to be the worst. But I don't know. He used to represent like a whole community, and it's nice that you remember him. And just Soares too, like great journalist. Nice. And you, Yanka? What about you?
Well, I will quote two guys too, unfortunately. But it will be two comedian guys actually. Their name are Trevor Noah. He's a South African guy, and the other one is Josh Johnson. He's from US. They are comedian and they present sometimes the Daily Show. I always talk about this show because I really love this show. And the reason is because to communicate well, I think that I really bet on comedy sometimes. I think that with comedy, you can have hearts, move hearts and conquer hearts sometimes, I guess. And they do that. They use, the Daily Show, it's a comedian stuff, it's a comedian program, but they communicate a lot of bad news. Not bad news, real news. The world is bad, but the news are real. So they just communicate the news for for the audience, and they use a lot comedy to do that. So you laugh, but at the same time you get the news. You get how hard is the news. How hard is the news? Yes. So I like this kind of way of communication, and they have a clear way to think and to transmit the idea too. But at the same time, they use comedy and do some trocadilhos or something that catch you, I guess. It is smart, it's comedy, and it's news, it's politics. So I I like this way, I guess.
Nice, nice. I think that I saw Johnson talking about the P. Diddy documentary on Instagram, and it's exactly what you said. It's like it's light, but it's still like important. Uh, how can I say it? Argument. I don't know. I was thinking about the word, but guys, nice, nice. The one that I chose, I have like kind of two. I'm very into Paola Carosella, but not just the image of her, but the way that she talks. Like I think it's so I don't know, she have a kind of didática, which is very immersive. I think that she can explain things in a different that is so beautiful, even though it's not her Portuguese, not her first language. And I admire her so much. Like the TED Talk that she present, it's beautiful about her life history, like tiny piece of her life history. And I don't know, I just love the way she talks, and she talks about a lot of stuff, not just her profession. So I'm very into her speech, and of course I'm a big fan of Erika Hilton. Like she's like one of my favorite, and I love the way that she's not afraid. Like she's so energetic, and not just being like a politician, like but being an activist in LGBT community, which is the one that I identify. And I love the way that she's not afraid. She's definitely not afraid. And I don't know, she's so beautiful. just love this person. Okay, let's go to the next question. So, okay, this is the one that I wrote myself because it's my, I don't know, this is something that is difficult for me. So, what was the first time in your life you remember having to speak in front of a group, and how did it go? Lilian, what do you think?
I think it was when I was in college because I was shy than I'm now, and I needed to give classes for my colleagues, for my friends actually, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but I don't know, the feelings before the classes were terrible. I couldn't think properly. I couldn't prepare. I couldn't prepare the class. I don't remember too much because it happened, I don't know, more than 15 years ago, but it wasn't not so bad, but definitely it wasn't good for me.
It's always a hard moment to speak in front of your friends and classmates. I think this is the worst nightmare for me, my biggest nightmare. Like when I used to be at college, like when we have like a seminar and I need to speak and explain for like 10 minutes to make a point, it's the worst for me. I prefer to do the research job. It's terrible. It's terrible. I think that I am with you. This is my answer too. Some someday, like at random at college, talking about. I used to be at history college, history of art. So I had like seminars about, I don't know, artists and movement. And even though I love this subject, like I understand the subject, I understood the subject, it was very difficult to talk, to explain, because I was just so shy. So I see you, I understand you. And you, Ludia?
So for me, my problem was different than like just for communicate for me is not a big problem. Like I was shy when I was young, but now I have more techniques. So I remember that my problem was not communicate or maybe say something, or maybe because I was ashamed in front of a big public. My problem was what I will tell them. And I remember we were having like a debate in my class. I was like really young, maybe 11 years old, 11, 12 years old. And we had a big debate, and we were representing like president of nation. So what you could do to be better. And in the first turn, everyone like answered the questions, and I was perfect, okay. So when they come with the second turn, they they did some questions that I never heard about. So I was in front of everyone, my colleagues, like 12 years old, and I just said, I just freeze, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. What I can say here. And since it was a debate, you have time to answer. So they are like counting 10, 9, 8. Okay, like, sorry, candidate, your time is over, And I was like, in front of everyone, it was a kind of expose for me. So I was sad because I felt I was incompetent and like that. But my other friends, my other colleagues, they answered like really good. And after, I discovered that they didn't give me the questions. The questions are supposed to, everyone knows the question. So everyone that answered was like prepared for it, and me not. And I was so angry after that. So I remember was something about I was feeling like exposed, like incompetent, and after I was feeling like how they could do this with me. But I remember this time, and nowadays it's really important for me knowing everything that I'm talking, so I can talk really good. I don't have problem, but I really need to know what I will speak. I don't want to give bad wrong information, and I need to be sure. So probably I will prepare a lot. So I will never go in a place, a debate anymore. Give me the questions, please. I will not be unprepared here. So just like that.
William, that's so unfair. That's so unfair with a teenager, What is this? Is this a simulation or an ONU interview, That's terrible. But thanks God you're okay. Like, it's past trauma. You're okay right now.
But they use the debate to do something bad with me too, like because I was a kind of nerd, so we had these in the school, like the other ones, we will not give the question for her. She's so like, okay.
Also, it was like other teenagers, oh, that's terrible. And Yanka, what do you think?
Well, for me, it was the same. Oh, first of all, Erica Hilton is the only person that I know that can talk for 10 minutes without stopping and without losing her mind, She
Right?
can she is so impressive. Like she doesn't stop. She's
Yes.
impressive.
Yes.
I really love her too. And I learned how to do not tolerare something like very bad happen with me with her too. But thinking about the question, to me it was the same, girls. It was during the graduation time. I had to give a seminar to my colleagues, and in that time, a lot of people worked together in groups. And I hate until today working in groups, so I always had to present the project alone. So while you were in the front of everyone with 4 people, I was by myself with my face trying to do the stuffs. So it was really hard. It was very mechanic because I used to train a lot before presenting. Like I train until today, I train like six times the same speech, you know. I have the PowerPoint, I have the slides, but I have to train a lot and again and again and again the same speech and trying to fit in the time that I have to present. Usually I have 15 minutes. Oh, yes, 15 minutes to present something nowadays. So I have to train to make it fit in the time that I have. So nowadays I try to do not make it so mechanic, but at that time it was really mechanic. It was really, really bad, I guess. And well, I had to do this a lot until today. So I learned how to put personality on it, I guess. When I'm giving some classes, I try to use music, use jokes to try to make me more close to the students, to speak the same language as them. So I try to bring some musician that they are listening to. I try to play with the lyrics of this musician to try to make them close to me. And I try to make some jokes to, I don't know, I try to do something, to make it less mechanical. And I work with a very technical concepts, like I have to explain statistics or some package from R, from some program that we use to analyze data. So it's very technical, very boring, and make it interesting, make it uh, nice to the students. It's really difficult to teach this. So I try to, it's difficult. It's really difficult, but yeah, it's working until now. But it was traumatizing, my first presentation, and it was just me.
That's so nice that you try to, I don't know, use a different approach with your students, like, because I think this is the one that they're going to remember, I remember when Yanka played that music to explain about something, and it's lighter, I think, talking as a student that admire my teacher so much, like, and I always remember the one that used to, I don't know, do just like you, use something that it's easier or fun to explain something that's nice. I think that Lurian kind of answered the next question, so I'm gonna let
Sorry,
you choose. No, I'm gonna let you choose another question, or if you want to answer, but I want to choose you.
As you prefer. I think Yanka said a bad moment too. So I don't know if you can skip the next one.
Question.
Actually, I have about this question, specifically this question, I have a story to share with you. And this story is related with English, so I would like to share if you want. But last year, first things first, I started my English journey in 2023. Before that, I couldn't speak anything in English. In 2024, I was in a company, I was unhappy there, and I decided, I moved to another company. Okay. In the end of the year, I wasn't to study every single day, but I decided to look for new jobs. And okay, in November 2024, a company sent me a message. Hey, would you like to participate in this process? Yeah, okay. But we needed to give you a job interview in English. I don't know what happened in my mind, but I accept the challenge. But the guy wasn't Brazilian, so he wasn't able to speak anything in Portuguese. And I also I couldn't speak English as well. So I frozen in this meeting, in this job interview, because when he gave me difficult tasks, difficult situations, I couldn't explain him my career, my tasks. It was the worst job interview that I have already participated in all my life. But an interesting thing, after all this problem that occurred during the job interview, he recommended me to my leader, my current leader. I don't know why, because in my mind, he couldn't understand anything from me. But he recommended me for my leader. And yes, I'm at the same company right now. But during the job interview, it was terrible for me because it's like my face was totally red. I couldn't speak. So I don't recommend you if you if you don't feel comfortable to speak in another language to participate in a job interview. I don't recommend.
But worked for you,
I think
Like,
he appreciates your persistent, like you are
yes,
there, like, trying. So this was good.
exactly.
Yes, because I didn't give up. I stayed there at the end. Even though I couldn't understand, I couldn't speak, I tried to write, I tried to do mimic, I try, I try everything else.
But Lillian, in your current position right now, do you think that your level influence of English influence in anything, or do you think it's okay?
No, today English is I don't know, it's totally important for me. I'm a data analyst specialist, but I'm also a data analyst coordinator right now. And I need to explain methodologies, approach for my stakeholders. So I need to speak in English because they are from Europe. So they don't speak nothing in Portuguese. But today my level is totally better than my level in November 2024. It's totally different. Now I can speak for, I don't know, 10 minutes, even if I make some mistakes, but I think the people can understand me now.
Nice, nice. So it was a good challenge for you. Congrats, by the way, with the milestone, because to develop like such a, I don't know, such a fluence in English, it's not easy. It takes so much time. We all know this. So congrats. And it was for the better. It was a good interview. It wasn't bad, right? It was good because you're working on the position. Okay, guys, so let's go to. I love this. Yeah, I think that this is exactly about a professional environment. So, how can someone adjust their communication style when talking to experts about a subject and versus beginners on the same topic? What do you think, Ludian?
I was thinking about this question because if I consider someone like an expert, normally I'm more like a listener person. Like I try to understand more what they know, like I try, if this is not my field, someone has this, I can more maybe learn with this person. So my way to communicate is maybe more instead to speak a lot and give my ideas and maybe, I'm here, let me speak. You are expert about this field, tell me what you think. Maybe my way to communicate is to give you more opportunities to talk and explain what you know. And when you are more like a beginner, and I had this in my work, normally I really like to talk and explain things to people, like training people. So, and normally I do this in the way I like to learn things or to communicate. So if I need to explain you something about how you can do this, I will explain you from the beginning, like, like the first step, second one, did you understand? I make some stops, like, did you understand this part? Can you? So I think what changed for me is my position between, like, if I'm learning something, so maybe I'm the student here now in quotes, or if the other one is the beginner, so maybe here I can have the position to be more like a teacher and maybe to speak more, to training more. So I think I need to adjust maybe the way my behavior will be. That's it for me.
I think that's very smart of you, like trying to use this conversation with more, I don't know, expert people as an input for you. I think that this is like, I don't know, this is making the conversation flow in your benefit. It's always in our benefit, so this is something that it can be good for you. Nice, nice. And you, Bianca, what do you think?
Okay. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe I speak at the same way because my boss, she's very demanding, she's very critic, she's Taurina, Taurus. So she's very, I don't know how can I say that, but she very exigent, very demanding, I guess. So, and she has a way to write that's very clear. So, a person, oh my God, yeah,
No.
okay, she's back.
Yeah.
So she write articles, very elaborated articles, and the language that she use are very simple. So she can explain something very difficult, something very technical, but in a very easy way. So an expert can read and understand. A person that is not an expert in the matter can read and can understand. And this to me make a good professional, the way that you can talk, everyone, even a person that is not from your area can pick your text, can pick your speech, listen or read and understand. I think this is very nice. It's a very good way to communicate ideas, I guess, mainly when you are working with something that is from the public matter, I guess, talking about public policy or something, because usually you are talking about population, but you are not writing or communicating with population. And in this case, she cares about that. So she tried to write and communicate in a way that everyone can read and understand very well. And I think that it's a good way when we are talking about or trying to develop one concept, for example, she make me define the concept. And then I try to explain to her what is that concept, and then she think, well, I didn't understand, and then I have to explain again in another way, and again and again. I think that this thing to do again and again, I learned from her. But until broke it in a way that is accessible for everyone. So to me, this is a good way to do the things, in my perception, of course.
Incredible. Love it. Love it. I think it's more democratical. I think it's more accessible, as you said. So that's perfect approach. Nice. Nice. I love to talk with people that it's just so easy, just so easy to understand, to reach, so open and accessible. Nice. Good example. And you, Lilian, what do you think?
I think I haven't thought about it before, but and I don't have many good examples here. But when I'm trying to explain something for a different audience, and I have experts and beginners, I try to put effort to explain properly for the beginners, but I also try to keep the environment in a collaborative way. So in this case, I try to ask some things for the experts. So I try to make them not the teachers, but the person who is trying to explain the things. But I haven't thought about this topic before, and I'm going to pay attention in my meetings or my classes, because I would like to understand the behaviors of the teacher or the organizer of the meeting and the audience, because probably it will be a good way for me when I needed to organize a meeting or a class.
Yes, I think that's nice to pay attention because we are always like talking about work. You are always like more senior or junior than someone in a subject. Like there's always some people that is smarter than us in something, or we is smarter than someone. Not smarter, but more expert. So I think that's nice for us to identify this thing. So in my case, to be honest, I try to assume that everyone knows more than me, at work. I try to just assume that everyone's smarter than me. So I'm talking like with when I'm talking with someone or explaining something, I try to just yes. I think that this person knows what I'm talking about, but when I'm talking about like when the public is beginners, I think like I never had this experience. Like I never am the more senior person in the room, but I think that I would like to try to not use like technical words that is specific, or try to explain more the concept without explaining, just like talk in a basic way, like Lurian said, like talking with my jeitinho, like in my way, to explain, like not trying to impress someone or anyone. And I think that I would think how it would be easier for me to understand something that I don't know. So I try to use this. But with experts, I think that I would do something like Luden said, like try to use the conversation for my benefit, to learn, like with these people, to use this as an input for the topic that I would like to develop or understand more. So yes, I think there's many ways for us to adapt our speech, and it's just like I think just like listening or seeing, like paying attention. Guys, that's nice. I think we don't have enough time for one more question. I'm gonna try keep my camera open. I'm gonna call the guys in the other room. But Bianca, it's been so long that I don't see you. How's your immersions going?
I'm not moderating anymore
Oh
because it
no.
was too hard to conciliate everything. And to me, it's a big responsibility to be in your shoes, you, Lilian, probably soon. It's really difficult. I always read my questions and think in the middle of the immersion, oh my God, this question is so silly. Why I did it? This- Well, like people think that I'm so stupid. Like, look at this question. So I couldn't, I'm sorry. So I'm just here now.
No, it's oh no, this is a feeling that I think that everyone shares. Like, why I wrote this question? Like, why I'm asking these people this silly question? Like, we don't talk about this in our real lives. But I think that's part of the process. Sometimes I have
Luis,
some.
I have a question for you.
Okay,
Why
shoot.
to separate girls and boys?
It was by accident.
Ah! Why?
It was by accident. It was automatic. It
No
was the
worries.
it was the Zoom machine. I don't know, but I tell the girls like it was totally by accident. But I think it's a nice conversation too for us and for them. So sorry, I was not trying to segregate anyone. But Jefferson, how was the conversation in the other room? Do you have some tips for you about public speaking? You as a communicator.
Yes, I have a lot of tips to be calm, to have clarity about everything that you talk, to understand that you have butterfly in your stomach, to be nervous, it's very common, and to give examples about everything you were talking, especially with audience, the examples. And an old guy like me, storytelling all the time. I have thousands of stories to say.
Yes, yes. I think that the other data analysts here can relate, but we have like whole professionals
Yeah.
working on telling the storytelling that sometimes a data analyst can't, or not just can't, or are not interested in. So yes, I agree with you,
I
Jefferson.
saw a very good book yesterday. I don't
Hmm.
know if you know. It's storytelling with data.
I think I saw this. Yes, I've
Yeah,
seen
it's a
this.
very good book. I
It's
think
good.
so.
Nice, guys. And Luis, how was the conversation for you? What do you think? Do you have some, I don't know, tips from Jefferson?
Was a great immersion. Be Saturday morning with Alexandre, Sidney, and Jefferson. It's a pleasure. You learn a lot of things. And I still believe that you need to know your audience every time. You need to make your communication skills very effective. And be prepared and go on.
I don't know if you guys answered the question about how to adapt the speech for experts or beginners. And what do you think about this, Luis?
Yes, I do believe that, know your audience. You will set up your grammar, your vocabulary, because communication, yes, it's not about I'm talking, but what my audience is understanding. And I do believe that you need to prepare all the time to make a good presentation, and you need to know how to speak, because the words, for instance, for different people with different background, must be adjustment, for every kind of audience. Is this?
Yeah, yeah, I think this way is more effective. Nice, nice, thanks. And you, Sydney, how was the conversation for you?
Yeah, it was amazing. I appreciate a lot. It always a good conversation with Alexandre, Jefferson, and Luis. And it's an interesting topic because